What's up guys, Typical Chris here. Today we are going to be doing another knife review. Now I got this right here. This is my Victorinox Handyman I recently got. This is actually going to replace my current one, which is the Huntsman. And this right here has plenty of other tools I could use, you know? Because for me, I really like my multi-tools to have everything possible. Like maybe if you're out there and you need it, it's like there, you know? So this is a Victorinox Handyman. Now it was on sale for 60 bucks on Amazon, so I went ahead and bought it. I was thinking about getting the Swiss Champ, but I figured this one's fine for me. I don't really need a magnifying glass and the fish descaler. Anyways, here's the Victorinox Handyman, and you know, I mean, I've been using it for a week already. You guys can tell with the lanyard I put on it. I believe that's a deer antler, and then a little rifle bullet here, redwood bead here. But yeah guys, let's get on straight into this review. Yet again, here's the knife itself, and we're just gonna go ahead and take a look at the packaging it comes in. Here's your classic little Victorinox box here, cool little silver box here, and then you open it, and obviously it comes with your knife, and then your little instructions here. So it's like a little manual that tells you like all the functions. Well, not all the functions, I believe some other like specific stuff. Shows it in different languages. And then we go back here, some other stuff you could do. There's that. But yet again guys, this is the Victorinox Handyman. And let's first start off with the small blade. This is a small blade. Now, it cuts extremely well. It's a very sharp blade, and you can use this for like maybe if you're trying to carve something out of wood and you want to get minute details in there, this is a good blade here. Now obviously I already put some good cuts in here from past attempts of making a video, but I kind of failed. There's one, there's two. I mean, I got in there pretty good. And there's three. Look at that guys, very sharp, extremely sharp little blade here. Nice. Let's head on to the next tool. So the next tool here is going to be the main blade. Now this is the main blade that comes in all Victorinoxes of 91 millimeters. And you know, it's your large blade. You could do all sorts of stuff for like fishing. Maybe you're trying to gut a fish, carving, you know, anything. It's meant for that. So I'm just gonna put a couple of cuts in here. 1, 2, and then we got 3 up in here. Boom. Look at that last one really got in there. These are very sharp knives. Now they do dull, but you know, they sharpen rather quickly. So I mean, that's a pretty good pocket knife if you'd ask me. Now this right here, I forgot to say how many functions it has. It claims to have 24 functions, I believe. I mean, there's like maybe like what, 14 tools in here, but like each one of them has like another multi, you know, use for it. But yet again, there's the blade, the main blade, if you guys want to have a last look of it. Victorinox, Swiss made, Office US Suisse. And then let's head on to our next tool here. So our next tool here is going to be the file. Maybe you're trying to like get access material off of wood or something. Now I really wouldn't use this for like maybe more harder steels, because yet again, this right here is Victorinox steel, and you guys may know that Victorinox steel is rather soft. But I mean, you could cut like maybe if you wanted to like get like little screws out of the wall and you wanted to cut that off, I mean, you could do that. Or like file off like access like steel, you could do that with the file here, or wood. It works with wood too. And right here we have a little nail pick, so if you're trying to get gunk out of your nails, the tip there, that's what that's for. Haven't tried it yet, but I'm assuming it's very good. Nice. Let's head on to our next tool. So our next tool right here is going to be the wood saw. Now this, I mean, you're out hiking, this is perfect for like branches. You just get in there. Yet again, I don't have a clamp, but it's fine. And then, you know, I mean, these saws are also very, like, incredibly sharp. As you guys can tell, I already got like halfway in there, and I took a couple strokes. There's a saw for you, and that's a piece of redwood, by the way, that notch it made. Very good saw. There's one last look at it. Very cool. Let's head on to our next tool here. This right here is a scissors. And then you can just cut paper with this, or paracord. So maybe you just want to cut some pieces of paper. And these are very good scissors, by the way. This is not cheap stuff here. This cuts through paracord, you know, just anything. Maybe you're trying to get like excess thread off your clothing. That works perfectly. Very good pair of scissors there. Now, our next tool here is going to be the pliers. These are the main tool of the Victorinox Handyman. This is what the Victorinox Handyman is known for. It has pliers. But I mean, these pliers, you might not want to use them for like any heavy uses. Maybe I'd leave them more towards like, maybe if you're trying to bend some wire, it's perfect for that. Or maybe you're a jewelry maker, you can make all sorts of stuff with that. And then, if you open them up, it has a little notch here. This is actually for cutting wire. Like so. And you can get pieces off of that. Let me try that again. Boom. See? That's very cool. And then this, I'm not sure what that's for. Maybe it's for like bending wires as well. So maybe you could put like a wire in here and you could like bend it into all sorts of shapes, you know. But yeah, those are the little pliers for you. Let's head on to the next tool. Our next tool here is going to be the bottle opener and the flathead screwdriver right here and the wire stripper. So this is like a 3 tool right here. And this, I mean, you just open bottles with it, or like you unscrew flathead screws with it and then strip some wire with that. And this is built very nice. Look, you could put it halfway, so if you're trying to really wrench into something. And then here is the next one. This is actually a can opener. So maybe you got a can of beans out there and you don't have your little can opener. You got one on your Victorinox. So you just put this on the edge of it and then just go around it like that. And it opens it with this little sharp little edge here. And that right there on the tip is another smaller flathead screwdriver. Very cool little tool there. Awesome. And our next tool is going to be the wine cork. But I mean, this right here, I mean, yet again, to open wine corks, or you could put a little fire ant accessory and fire tinder. I'll put a link in the description to those accessories, or a little mini screwdriver here. So I mean, if you're not a wine drinker, you could always put like other accessories in here, which I will put a link in the description for that. But yeah, there's your wine cork. And right here, this right here is a wood chisel. Believe it or not, I mean I mean you get the idea. This will carve through wood fairly easily if I can like not cut myself while doing so. One thing about this wood chisel though on the Handyman is that you really got to get at that angle specifically, because this, I mean, look at that clearance. It's not really good there, but I mean you can still get in there. And you guys can like carve stuff with it. But you guys get the idea. I mean, you really need a clamp for this stuff, and I don't have a clamp, so I mean, you get the idea. It really gets in there. Look at that. Very nice. There's a wood chisel for you guys yet again. So if you're carving something. Next tool is going to be a little screwdriver. So it's even smaller. It's like a small, like micro flathead screwdriver. But there's that. Plenty of screwdrivers for this knife. And then we got our parcel hook here. So maybe if you're trying to carry something, maybe your boots, or you know, just something you want to hang on there and then you carry it, you can do that. I don't really use that, but. And then we got the wood all. or sewing needle. So maybe if you're trying to put two pieces of clothing together, you could always do that by putting a thread through here, and then you could just, like, you know, sew your clothing that way. And there's a whittle. I will show you guys how that works. So basically you just get in here. You guys get the idea. There's a small hole in there. What else can you ask for? That's a very good all. But yeah, that's it for the multi-tool section. Now we move on to your little mini like accessories here. Then you got like your tweezer. Maybe if you're like trying to get splinters out of your finger or something. There's that. And then we go onto this side, and we got a toothpick. Now I don't use this, so I think I'll replace this with a like ferro rod or something. But there's that. Yet again, I will put all the links in the description to get accessories and all that. But I mean, there's your knife. That completes our Victorinox Handyman review. That is all the tools I had to show you guys, and yet again, it's 24 functions. So I mean, you're not going to be missing out on a tool with this one, unless you want to get the Swiss Champ, which is hefty as well. Yet again, I like my knives hefty. I know a lot of people say, oh, they're heavy in the pocket. You know, I really don't feel a thing if I put it in my pocket. I like, really, if you're like out there and you put it in your pocket, you're really not going to feel it. I know there's some people out there that's saying that's way too heavy, but you know what? I mean, it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. So that's my point here. If you guys want to get the Victorinox Handyman, yet again, I will put a link to the description for that, and then the accessories for it. But yet again, this is recommendable for like people, for yet again, if you want to have everything, you like to be prepared, this is the knife for you. If you're more of like, you know, you want to keep it slim, I totally respect that too. You could go for like maybe a Spartan, or, you know, just something simple like that, you know. But yet again, that completes my review for the Victorinox Handyman. I hope you guys enjoyed this review very much. Please share with your friends and family, and I will catch you guys on my next video. Peace out.